kid wake up in the middle of the night. Couldn't breathe all that well. It was an allergy thing, not a COVID thing, but still a freak out thing. You know how that goes. So welcome to the morning walk. We're excited to be out here. Hey, Karen. And coming to you a little later today. This is no military operation. We just get up and walk when we wake up. So today we're a little bit later. But the park is looking good. Definitely some snow. It's about 25 degrees. Good morning, Sam. Soso, can you sit? Can you sit? Can you sit? What a good dog. What a good dog. All right. So, we're going to be okay today. I haven't turned the camera around yet because I got my gloves on because it's stinking cold out here. All right. Go get him, so. There we are. Hey, good morning. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. So, what's new? Anything? Let's see. I had a comically difficult board meeting yesterday. When you're trying to get everybody into some sort of technology that we can all do. So, they are not all on iPhones, so we couldn't do FaceTime. So we tried Zoom, but for some reason, one of the cameras and microphone wasn't working with Zoom. So then we switched to Google Hangouts. And then when we got to Google Hangouts, at first people didn't find it. We didn't realize it, but one of the board members was at his auto shop and the power had gone out. So it didn't matter which one we tried. And by the time we got that message, we'd already moved from one platform to the other platform, and then he was trying to get onto the Zoom meeting, but we weren't there anymore. And so we got to the Google Hangouts, and I kept inviting people, so I think I created 3 different Google Hangouts. One member ended up in each Google Hangout going, "There's nobody here, what's going on?" And so finally, it ended up being one person on Google Hangout, 2 people on the phone, and me. So, I don't know. I don't feel like I'm very good at this. I feel like I should be good at this, but I'm not very good at this, figuring out how to make technology work and get everybody going in the right direction. And anyway, so we had a board meeting. First one in a couple months because, the apocalypse. And it was a good meeting. It was good to talk to people. Good to kind of talk through, but it's this is a weird part of church. We are about 2 weeks away from Easter, and we didn't even really talk about Easter because we were talking about, are people okay, and how are we checking in on them, and is the phone tree working, and we were talking about what do we do on the other side of this? How do we bring Athmar Park back as a church, and is that still something we should be thinking about? And there was lots of conversations like that, boy, this period in time, right now, where we are right now, just think, right? I mean, gas is here, it's $1.40. maybe where you are, it's got to be under $2, which amazing, right? People are losing jobs like crazy. Today's the day that small businesses can start to apply for payroll protection loans, and so that's going on. And there's just a lot of stuff happening, and we're home with our families, which is a dream come true, and yet feels so weird. And we're trying to make sense out of all of it. So stay here. Come here, son. Come on. Come here. Good girl. Okay, here's today's song. Do Lord, oh do Lord, oh do remember me, oh Lordy, do Lord, oh do Lord. Oh, do remember me, oh Lordy, do Lord, do Lord. Oh, do remember me, way beyond the blue. I've got a home in glory land that outshines the sun, oh Lordy. I've got a home in glory land that outshines the sun. Come on, sing along. I've got a home in glory land that outshines the sun, way beyond the blue. Good morning, Kevin. Good morning, Bill. All right, people. We're back on the road. All right. Come here. Good girl. Okay. Go terrorize some geese. So, we got geese on the pond this morning. Let's stop so we can take into account. There we go. Kevin, if you want to head over here with your shotgun, you can get yourself a Christmas goose. I mean, not yet, right? But when the apocalypse really takes its bite, there's some good geese over here. I was talking to my friend Mike Siri yesterday. He shoots a black powder rifle. And I said, man, you know, when this really takes hold, I'm going to need you to teach me how to shoot a black powder rifle so I don't kill myself. Oh, look at that. Some blue sky over there. Oh, that's pretty. All right. So everything's changed and nothing's changed, right? What are the things that haven't changed? For me, I got to sleep in my own bed last night. Isn't that great? For those of you that travel for a living, isn't it great to be able to sleep in your own bed? And to walk to your closet and pick out clothes rather than having to walk to a suitcase and try and, oh, here we go. And she's off. What else hasn't changed? We had brats at our house last night. That's good. That is good eating right there. When you can put brats on the grill, that is some good eating. There's a hawk that's something bigger than a hawk. Maybe, I don't know what it is, but it just went up the valley, but you can't see it. What else hasn't changed? Let's see. Well, I'm still in the park walking my dog. I saw Karen. I don't know if she's actually, maybe I was imagining things. I have a friend named Karen Hoagland who's leaving Uganda and coming back home. She's a missionary over there. And so she's flying today, by the way, so if you could be in prayer for her, that all those flights, international, everything works to get her home. But I was chatting with another pastor over there, a Ugandan pastor who's on my Facebook, and I said, so what's it like there? He says, well, everybody's staying in their house. Okay, good. He says, because if you leave your house, the police will beat you. Oh no. Africa's so extreme about everything. So they beat you if you leave your house. I said, well, at least it keeps people inside. He goes, yeah, but people are running out of food and they can't get to the grocery store because the police are beating them. So if you want to add things to your list of things you're grateful for, maybe you went to the grocery store this week and nobody beat you up. Hey, there's Bob Smith. I wonder what it's like in South Africa. Bob, you should give us a little report on your kids living there in South Africa. Anyway, my hand is about froze. That's about the only sacrifice I'm making for the apocalypse right now. And giving you live footage of Soso walking. Yeah, good girl, So. Yeah, you're a good girl. Can you say hi to all your adoring fans? There you go. Herb, how's Camp Chaminade? Hopefully you guys are doing well. I've been talking to my friend Mary Jo Gustafson, who does Pine Lake Camp in Iowa. And I've been talking a little bit to Idra Haji up here and my friends Amber and Mike DeBoer. And man, hopefully that stuff that the Congress passed through on keeping small businesses afloat, I don't know if that works for camps, but hopefully it does. Pay some salary for a while anyway. I saw that Disneyland is laying off people and Vail Resorts are laying off people. Now, if you were just going to say, hey, it's the apocalypse, you go, yeah, sure, of course those things are closed because you're going to have zombies walking everywhere. But we don't have zombies walking everywhere, and yet all these things are closed. It's just such a bizarre time. Hey, Shanique, thank you. Shanique got her phone fixed, so I'm really excited to see her back. Can you imagine trying to do the apocalypse without a phone? She had dropped it and the screen shattered. So anyway, I guess phone fix is still essential services, so they're still on the job. Hey, I got it on my Facebook. I got a whole article about why you can't buy toilet paper. I found that article last night, and the reason is we're not buying the same kind of toilet paper that we used to buy. So when all of us went to work back in the day, yeah, I'm sorry. Did I forget to give you a treat? There you go. There's your treat. You're a good girl. So when all of us were going to work back in the day, we would use that crazy bad toilet paper that was at work that came on the big old rolls, and that's made a different way and sold a different way. It's sold on those gigantic rolls. So the Charmin that we're buying and using is Charmin that is additional Charmin that we're buying because we're at home all day. And therefore, the majority, or the 100% of your daily toilet paper use is home Charmin type toilet paper, and 0% big honkin' industrial toilet paper. So there you go. Now you learned something today. So that's good. So, by the way, a shout out to my cousins that are all thrown off by the knot on the rope. They're like, why do you have a knot in your leash? The reason I have a knot in my leash is that I used to have a golden retriever, not a little dog. And when she would go, it'd be sometimes kind of hard to hang on to a leash, so I'd have to have a knot so that when she saw a rabbit, it wouldn't just rip the whole leash out of my hand. So, and 2 knots, one at the top for cruising and one midway down for, close encounters with cats and such. So, Boy, this is just a trivia-filled walk in the park today. I hope that you're doing all right. Let me tell you one more thing that hasn't changed. And that is that God is the same today, yesterday, tomorrow, forever. He has not changed. And you are no more in danger now than you were the day that you asked Christ into your life, because He has got you and He will not let go of you. And we have a remarkable promise that He will never leave us or forsake us. And we have a promise that Romans 8:28, that takes on the whole new, that's a whole another thing. He works all things for the good of those who trust Him. All things, even pandemics get worked for our good. So, hey, last night as I went to bed, I just got out my church list directory, if you call it, but for a church of 50 people, it's a sheet of paper, it's not a directory. I just prayed through the whole list. I prayed for each one. I prayed that God would be with them, give them a good night's sleep. And now I'm praying for you guys. I pray that God's with you, that He gives you a good day as you go forward, and that you're able to see God somewhere in this crazy world today. Well, we're back home, so we'll talk to you soon.